Hey, Divine Feminine, welcome to this message. Okay, so the messages that are coming to me are for twin flames, are for Divine Feminines that have been on a twin flame journey and have recently discovered that they were on a twin journey with a catalyst. So, not an actual person energy that is going to be coming in to the physical for them for physical union. But you do have an actual true divine masculine. For some of those, the messages that are coming out like to me for these divine feminines, some of you do know who this is. Some of you don't know who they are. Some of you may have had a brief contact, and I mean like a very brief interaction with these masculines. You have connected spiritually with this masculine recently, but you don't, the divine feminines that I'm speaking to, you don't know your true divine masculine. You don't know them well in the physical yet. You have not come into physical union. If you have been with this masculine, it's been a very short time that you were with this masculine. You guys did not get to know each other very well in the physical. So that is the type of dynamic that I am speaking to. Your catalyst situations are coming to a close. That is the type, you needed a catalyst situation, and that has come to a close. And now your true divine masculine is coming to light. Okay, you may have thought that this masculine that I'm picking up the energy of a divine masculine, that you may have thought that this was possibly a soulmate situation, or this was just an ascension type of situation. This was just some type of different spiritual connection. You may have even confused it with maybe a wound mate, or any, because there's different type of spiritual connections that you can have with somebody, because I think you were stuck in this energy with this this twin flame, who I believe is your actual twin flame. I do think they were your twin flame, but the feminines that I am resonating with right now, you have both. So many of you have both. You have a twin flame and a twin soul. So this is about a twin soul coming through. Okay, so you may in your mind know who this is. You may have had very short interactions with this person. This may have been revealed to you very recently. Many divine feminines that have a significant role to play in this world, on this planet. You have a voice. You need to share a story. You have a lot of light energy. You're a powerful divine feminine. You're actually given almost two different masculines, and that is like a twin flame situation and a twin soul. Okay, there was something about this twin flame, too many obstacles in the way. It's like I made the wrong turn, I went the wrong way, I've chose the wrong something, or I had to choose something else. All right, so I think though that they've been hanging on to your energy because they've been in and out, back and forth. I want to come in, I want to be with you, I can't. So this has caused I'm seeing somebody that has like a dysregulation of their nervous system and a lot of fear. And that is because of this connection that you had to close out. So this person is sitting in a lot of stuck, a fear, turmoil, fear, afraid of moving on, afraid of... I'm also seeing somebody who is well known. That's what I'm getting. So I don't know if this is somebody that's famous. Maybe they're famous in their hometown. Maybe they're famous. I'm kind of seeing somebody that a lot of eyes are on this person. Maybe they have a business that many people are aware of, know of, and that is in a way how they're famous. They're worried about how they're going to look with switching up their life. Okay, maybe switching up their career, switching up their life, switching up a situation, letting go of the old them, shedding that old identity that doesn't actually resonate with them anymore. It's a lot of fear. They're afraid to do this, to push forward, to move forward. And this caused you, divine feminine, to also sit in fear. And whether that's to sit in fear to move on yourself, or sit in fear to be your true authentic self, or going back and forth in between timelines is what I'm getting. Your old identity, in a way, this twin wants you in an old identity, an old pattern of who you were, maybe when they first met you, or what they would choose for you. And I'm getting because it would be easier. That's what I'm picking up. It would be easier. It would be easier for you, Divine Feminine, and for me, if you would just do this old, what you used to do, your old identity, who you were in this world. In a way, I think they say, like, I could come in and help you with this. I could help you, because I'm almost getting like an older version of yourself that has to do with your ego. This is like your ego based, like maybe an ego based business. And they want you to be successful in that, but that is no longer who you are or what you resonate with. And you've switched and you kind of jumped timelines and you jumped careers and you said, I don't want this anymore. And you've pushed it away. Okay. And then that is when you come to a realization, you're no longer involved with this connection. This connection had to be closed out completely. It was wrecking havoc on your nervous system is what I was getting, and creating a lot of fear. And that is what's going to keep you stuck and not moving forward onto your new cycle, into your new identity, into your new life of what it is that you have chosen to become as a Divine Feminine. This has led you to another connection. Now, I believe that this connection actually started a while ago, but there also has been obstacles with this connection. And maybe they have also done some things to you, went against you in some way. But there's something about them, you living in the frequency of forgiveness. And it's not that they can't come back from it. That's what I'm getting. Whatever it was that they said or they did, something like that. A part of me thinks that you connected spiritually with this twin, and you guys had some telepathic communication and stuff, and they were very confused on what this meant. They were very confused on who you were. They didn't know, they didn't understand your situation. They didn't understand the twin dynamic until they were shown. I don't think they knew what really a twin flame or twin soul, was, because this is a twin soul. This is a high level divine connection, soul-based connection. Obviously, they've never felt this before. They didn't have a twin flame like you did, okay? You're their twin, all right? That's what they see. That's how they view you now. They've realized this. Now they've come out of whatever it is. Maybe they had to get on their knees and ask God for forgiveness on how they treated you, on what they did to you, on what they said about you. It is something, I believe, something along the lines of gossip, because they didn't truly know you, or you triggered them and they were scared because of the spiritual connection. I'm almost getting, in a way, Divine Feminine as a light worker, sometimes people can take this the wrong way and think that, misunderstand you, getting a witch hunt. Maybe they were involved in a quote unquote witch hunt, but they've come out of this is what I'm getting, okay? And it's almost like they're being given a second chance, because you Divine Feminine have chosen to forgive them, and so has the Divine. And it's like, this is your last chance though. This is your last chance to do right by her, to do whatever it is that you need to do for this connection, for this soul path, for this soul mission, for this soul business. There is something like that going on here in this situation. So for the Divine Feminine that I'm speaking to, I do believe that you know who this is, but I don't think you've had if you did connect physically, it was very quick is what I'm getting. Like, it was a very, very quick thing. You weren't together for a long time or anything like that. Okay, you didn't get to know each other in the physical very well. And this really was confusing for them. I think that there was something about, I thought you put a spell on me, and it took me a while to realize that that's not what this was. This is a deep, soulful, past life type of connection, ancient connection that I had to come to realize for myself within time. I'm sorry that I didn't pick up on that sooner. I'm sorry that this wasn't shown to them for some reason sooner. There was a lot of spiritual warfare, a lot of turmoil, between your connection, and it didn't help that you were still connecting with an old timeline, that you were still connecting with this other masculine that I believe was wreaking havoc on your nervous system. The fear, you could feel the fear, and the fear was creeping up within you, and you were sitting in a lot of fear, and that kept you in a standstill type of energy. Something happened just very recently is what I'm getting after closing out this door. You almost ended up closing out the other cycle and calling in a high-level soulmate instead of a twin. That almost happened. I'm getting that this is like an overnight thing. You may have seen, what I'm getting is like you may have recently seen this twin soul. We're talking about the twin soul here, not the twin flame that you cut off already. Okay, I'm not going to get back into that connection. I think that's completely cut and closed. That's not happening in this lifetime at all. All right. You can still be grateful for that journey because I think they were your catalyst to catapult you. I do believe that they helped you along the way in many ways, but in it was not right for you, and it's not right for them in the physical. Okay, so moving on from that, the second person, this twin soul that's coming in, it was almost very close to also being closed and calling in a high-level soulmate instead. I don't know what exactly happened. I don't know if there was something that they've recently have they are like begging divine for forgiveness. They are wanting, I think they maybe you did see this person recently again, and it hit them like a ton of bricks. Okay, seeing you shine, seeing your divine femininity, knowing that that's what you were to them, it hit them hard, like a ton of bricks. And I think that they went home possibly that night and said, I feel that I have completely messed up. Okay, I completely messed up. I should have come forward. I should have went to her. I should have tried harder. I should have not went behind her back. I should have not said whatever I said. Again, that's going to be different. That piece is going to be different for everyone. All right. But I'm hearing you two connected very deeply last night because there was something about I forgive you. You said I forgive you because they begged for forgiveness. You could hear this. I don't know if they were speaking to you in the spiritual or speaking to the higher power in the spiritual, maybe both. But you heard this and you said, I do forgive you because I want to sit in a frequency of forgiveness. This completely transformed your situation and your relationship now. So now you are aligning again. They ended up, I heard I jumped. That's what I heard. And I heard this right before I was starting to get this message out when it was coming to me. When I was hearing this, I heard I jumped. So they definitely jumped on your highest timeline with you just recently. They weren't going to. They were in the low vibrational timeline. That's where they were. They were stuck. I think when you did see this masculine, you saw it in them. You saw that with them, that they were on the lower vibrational timeline. You, divine feminine, they could tell you were on the higher vibrational timeline. I don't think that it's them being selfish. I just think that it's them, again, this is your twin soul, them knowing that what you have done for them, seeing the ride, the journey for them. Again, this is a spiritual connection. It's been up and down. I'm seeing a roller coaster ride with this connection. And it is because you have brought them closer to the divine. They feel it. They have healed out a lot of the wounds. They've healed out their narcissism. I'm seeing that a lot. Like there was something about a narcissism. There was something about having a closed off heart, not being able to love fully, not being able to connect with another energy in that way. You change this and transform this for them. They see that and they're like, I don't care about whatever these obstacles are. I want to jump. I want to be on your timeline with you. That's what I'm getting. This is what happened. And I feel like this just happened last night. You may have had crazy dreams. You may have had a lot of dreams about this twin energy. Okay. So I'm seeing, and if you didn't, you're probably about to. Okay. You're probably about, the dreams are going to increase. The spiritual connection is going to increase. I do see that they had the Kundalini experience just recently. Maybe that happened in the past and they haven't felt it since because they kind of let this go. I'm hearing now with the forgiveness here, I forgive you. This has changed this dynamic significantly to where now they are back in that power of that Kundalini experience and that power. And I want you to see and watch them completely transform to that highest timeline with you. There's something that they have to do in the physical as the masculine. Okay, they have to do something. Maybe it has not been shown to them yet, but they have to do something in the physical to bring about this union together. The two of you have to do something in the physical together. It's not just spiritual, it's physical as well. But I believe that when you two are together, it feels like the peace that you've been missing. And when I say peace, I mean calmness, peace, feeling no longer feeling lost, feeling at home, feeling oneness when you two connect spiritually. Now when it comes into the physical situation, the physical union, because I do think that that is happening very soon. But there's something that they had to jump on your highest timeline with you, and they have to create something, or there's something about stability that needs to start coming together now. And then that is where we're waiting. That's part of the waiting game. But while you are in this, you're not looking for anything right now. You're not looking for, nothing is going to suit you. Nothing's going to feel right. No attraction to anybody else is what I'm getting. That is it. You don't have attraction towards anyone else. You're not going to want to date. You're not going to want to think about other people. I believe that when other masculine energies approach you, which they probably are going to, divine feminine, because you look very healed. You look like you're radiating. That's what I'm getting. It is the Marilyn Monroe effect. You've transformed your life, your energy, who you are, and that is people are going to be gravitating towards you. That's just the way that it goes. And you're going to be very clear with these masculine energies of, I can be your friend. I can be your friend, but that is it. There's nothing else there. Okay? You just don't have that wanting or that pull or that call to date, to be with somebody, to be in a relationship with anybody else. You have decided, I'm going to wait on this spiritual connection that I know is meant for me, that is going to come through. Okay, that is what I'm getting. Let's see. You are so powerful, divine feminine. This masculine needs this. They actually do deserve it. Now I'm getting, I want to come in and protect you. That is what I'm hearing. I want to protect you. I want to be with you. I want to love you. I want to protect you. Okay, they're very strong, and they have their own power, but they didn't know. They didn't know that they had that power. I feel like now that they know they're powerful and can see this through this Kundalini activation, this Kundalini awakening, that's going to give them the drive that they need to pick up something, to work towards something, to bring something into the physical instability. Okay? You did something divine feminine between October and getting the October and December. That was huge for you. Okay, I think that you need to be a little bit more gentle with yourself and praise yourself a little bit more with what it is that you have gone through, what it is that you have, how you have completely changed your life for the better, how you've broken off any curses, because I feel like you almost single-handedly did this. Okay, you broke off some curses, and of course the divine is here with you. You know, the divine is here. Your spirit team, they're here with you. But in the physical, I feel like everybody else kind of just faded away and left you. You may feel that many people abandoned you recently. And this was to show you that you're powerful within yourself. Like, you're powerful alone. Okay, and some of these people do not belong on this timeline. This is your highest timeline. You bring in new energies on your highest timeline. You bring in new people in your highest timeline. Soul family on your highest timeline. Let's see, what else am I getting here? Ooh, okay. I am seeing that, okay, I believe January is going, and I have been seeing this a lot. that January, the high vibration, maybe that is your masculine energy is back to that high vibrational timeline. You're going to start seeing this. I think this is somebody that you do see frequently. So you could work with this person. You could see them in the community, you know, with whatever you do, however you participate in the community. I believe that you see this person quite frequently. You're going to see this on them. You're going to see this aura about them, this high vibrational aura energy about them. This is all new in a way. I want to say it's going to feel like a new spiritual connection with this energy because of how different and transformed that they are becoming a new person. They're shedding away the ego and their old identity as well. So it is in a way going to feel like you created a new connection with this masculine because we let go of the old timeline. We let go of the hurt energy and the past energy. Again, this wasn't something that you cannot get over. Whatever it is that they did to you, it isn't something that you cannot move past. This is something that you guys can move past together. But I do believe that when they do come into the physical, they are going to be given, it's divine makes them, I think, also come clean like in the physical, because I think they have spiritually said, I'm sorry. But I think once you two communicate and start seeing each other physically, I do think they're going to be very honest with you and real. I think they know that forgiveness is there and that it's coming, because I think they've been shown that there is something heavy about January coming in soon. I think that is when things take off for the two of you, maybe simultaneously, whatever it is that they've been called to work on, both of your businesses. Maybe this is a business for them. Maybe this is your business. Maybe together, both of you guys, even if you aren't in contact yet physically, I believe that spiritually you're grounded spiritually and you're so connected spiritually that this gives you that push and that drive to keep going. And something happens where in January, I feel like your business or your soul mission, it really takes off here. It's starting to take off. It's starting to grow. And that is more because you also closed off that old connection that doesn't resonate with your new timeline, with this soul mission. It never did resonate with this soul mission. All right. So, that's it. That is what I'm getting. They jumped. That's what I'm getting. And this is what happened last night. That's what I'm picking up. All right. So new vibe, this new year, and it's coming in. And now it in a way, it feels like a new year already for you. That's what I'm getting. Okay. So, you're going to have to not focus on Don't focus on when this masculine is coming into the physical. Focus on what you need to be doing in the physical, whatever that is for you, because everybody's different with what it is that they are going to bring forth as far as, you know, what lights their soul on fire. I believe that you need to focus on this and let this happen when the timing is right for the two of you, because there has to be a certain time that I want them to be more stable and I want them to be more clear. I want there to be more clarity and stability prior to them coming to you physically, so that there's less of the turmoil, there's less of the indecisiveness. It's very clear. That's what you want it to be, very clear, so that it's just easy and it's easier and free flowing. We've already gone through the push and pull energy. We've already gone through the turbulent ride and the tumultuous stuff. Now is the time for calm waters, for you to feel like you love who you are, you love who you've become, you're working on you, and you work on what it is that you feel is being authentic, why you work here, why you were placed, what your journey, your story is. You're working on that, right? So, okay, I hope that this resonated, Divine Feminine. If it did, comment below, like, share, subscribe to help this channel grow. I will talk to you later. Bye.